Good afternoon, everyone. How's everybody doing? It's Dakota from Dakota's Den. I hope everybody is doing great. Listen, today I thought I would talk to you about hair weaves. Black women, white women, especially black women, everybody's getting hair weaves, and we've been getting them for a long time, and we don't even know that they are poison, they are toxic, there's chemicals in them that is burning our scalps. It's a $7 billion business with a B, $7 billion business. And it seems like the foreign countries outside of the United States have some kind of monopoly on even selling who they sell the hair to. So the people who wear the hair can't even buy the hair in bulk. If you have a business. And yes, 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 I know you're probably saying, well, wait a minute. What is that on your head? Listen, I have a wig on, okay? I will not ever get a hair weave. I would never glue anything onto my edges. Never, never, never. I just like wearing wigs, and then I can take it off and wear my ponytail and go about my business. But listen, these weaves that women are putting in their hair, I have some pictures up here. Look at this picture, okay? This young lady, nice, beautiful, full head of hair. But as time goes on with the hair weaves and the chemicals and all kinds of crap, this is what you get. So you go from being a beautiful head of hair to no edges, bald spots, stress, not feeling feminine. Hormones might have a lot to do with it as women get older, but there are teenagers, 20-year-olds, 30-year-olds. That's a lot of people whose hair is getting messed up. Now, that was the black lady. Now, here's the white lady. Look, she's got all kinds of red spots and blotches, and in her part, there's redness. You can see like bumps or pimples in there. I'm telling you, a $7 billion business. And why do we even have to wear all this crap? We're all just beautiful the way we are. We just didn't know that these things were harming us. But I have a video that I'm going to show you. I was doing some research on it because I have a friend who got her hair done and she was tripping. She was saying, oh, my scalp is burning. It's on fire. And I'm like, well, take that crap out of your head. No, I can't. I spent $300 on it. So these hair weaves are not for us, okay? They are poisoning us. They have toxins in them. They have all kinds of chemicals in them, and they don't put the ingredients of the hair on the package. That's what gets me. That's always gotten me. You can get scalp burning, headaches, nausea, itchy skin, irritated eyes, sneezing, swollen lymph nodes, and your hair can fall out rapidly. And this happens because some of the synthetic hair, listen to this, listen, it has flame retardants in it. So what? So your hair won't catch on fire? Flame retardants? It has industrial dyes, alkaline chemicals, anti-mold chemicals, anti, and I know what that shit smells like. And for all of you who have opened up a bag of hair, it has like a weird smell to it, and you have to wash it and soak it and do what you got to do to get the smell out. But it's anti-mold. You know what? When they package the hair, it can be moist. When it's on freight containers coming across the ocean, and oh my God, they got to do something to it so it won't get molded. So they put chemicals in it so the chemicals can get on our scalp. And some people say, well, I soak it in alcohol, I soak it in apple cider vinegar. Why should you have to do that? That means that something's wrong with it. Check it. And the hair also has pesticides in it during shipping. Pesticides. Now, I guess they put the pesticides in it so the rodents. I can't even say the words because me and rodents are arch enemies, like vampires and werewolves. We were born enemies. Pesticides for insects and rodents are in the hair. You guys hear that? They have pesticides, anti mold, flame retardant, and we're putting that shit in our hair, on our scalp, and then we wonder by the time we're 50 years old, we got bald spots, and we're embarrassed, and we got no hairline, can't even wear a ponytail because the back won't catch up with the front because the middle's missing, like you're 6 months years old. Listen, you will never catch me wearing a hair weave. I'm telling you. That is just real. I mean, this is crazy. Now, I have this video that I'm going to show you that is very, very interesting from the Shade Room. That's the name of the channel, the Shade Room. And this guy is going all in. He just, he's very nice. He's very nice about what he's doing, but he just wants to know what's going on with this hair that's coming across the ocean on ships, and people are putting it in their head and don't know what they're doing. So, I just thought this topic was a good topic because everybody that I know wear hair weaves or some kind of ponytails or afro puffs or wigs too, I guess. But I don't know. See, the wigs, you can keep them on for like, do what you got. You take it out the pack, you wash it, or I do. And you do what you got to do. You keep it on for an hour, and then you take it off. But you see the lady here with the pink braids? Ooh, I know that's a hell of a chemical in that crap. I mean, it's not very flattering either, but I know she's probably just doing the best that she can do. Okay, so let's check out this video. Okay.
Bundle. Is this human or is this synthetic?
No, this is synthetic.
Black people, we love our braids.
Yep. We normally have braids in 24/7.
The way this hair about to be slayed, baby.
It's already
the style that we've all known to protect our hair.
You said it's about to be slayed, baby. It was already slayed. Oh my God, the big afro is so beautiful. What is wrong? I know what's wrong, but let's continue.
Quietly putting us in danger.
So 2 times it's happened to me. Very nasty looking sores on the back of my neck.
Mega companies selling us synthetic hair you may find at the beauty supply.
All of them have some type of chemical at this point.
It has been tearing some of us up.
My scalp is pretty much burning.
So the Shade Room, we flew to New York. So we've been here for about 2 hours. Pressing the companies that make our hair products, but don't look like us.
What are you guys working on specifically?
Those same companies at the center of a shocking consumer report that found chemicals, benzene, acetone, lead, and synthetic braid.
Lead. My list didn't have lead on it. The worst, I don't know if it's the worst, but the worst to me was anti-mold. Lead. When you get lead in your system, I know for kids, it messes with their brains and they can't think and they're not the people that they would have been had they not had lead in their homes. Wow.
Braiding hair.
Got it. I was gutted.
The dare to know what's in your hair. I'm Justin Carter, and this is the TSR Investigate special report. But before we get into it, roommates, make sure you go ahead and like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel where you can find full and exclusive episodes of this show and more. We're here at Nadine's Braiding Shop in Bowie, Maryland. It's right outside of Baltimore, where they spend hundreds of thousands of dollars in braid hair every single month.
Wow.
The secret sauce here is that they're 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can get your hair done at 3 a.m., 7 a.m.
What? She got a nice hustle going on. You can get your hair braided. You can get chemicals and toxins and flame retardant and anti-mold chemicals put into your head 24 hours a day. How about that? That is awesome. Everybody listen. Also, please like, share, and subscribe. I would appreciate it. I would really appreciate it. 24 hours you can get lead put in your head.
10 p.m. if you want. But what struck us at the Shade Room is a disturbing report from Consumer Reports that suggested that there's harmful chemicals and carcinogens in our synthetic braiding hair. The ones that could be making us sick. You have how many braiders?
We have over 500 right now.
It's Nadine Drico's $1 million business.
You a millionaire?
Answer to myself.
He said $1 million business.
She moved here in 2009 for a better life, and she certainly achieved it. Her viral 24/7 hair braiding salon, Nadine's, it's quadrupled over the last 3 years. Braids are in and always has been.
Medium boho braids.
French curl braids?
Have you ever had an issue with synthetic hair at all?
No, I've never had any reactions. No issues. It's always been something I most likely go towards.
How much hair do you buy in a given month?
No, we purchase over $200,000 hair a month.
Marketing and operations
Wow.
director Brandy Smith, she took us to the back to see for ourselves.
So this is the French curl hair. French curl is becoming very popular.
Another popular one too. We're not seeing the ingredients.
Exactly.
Nothing but hair. This is Bobby Boss braid hair. But it's interesting. I was talking to Nadine about it. It says pre-stretched. It says it's dyed, sleek finish, easy to separate. But of course, it's perfect for knotless styles. But nowhere on here it doesn't say the actual ingredients of it.
Right.
And so, of course, you guys have been using this for a long time. But as somebody that's in this industry, would you like to see more ingredients?
I would like to see it not just for us, but like the clients. I feel like it assures them more. When you go into a grocery store, you like to read the ingredients on the food. I think we should have the same with hair.
Where do you go to find the hair? Do you go to a beauty supplier or do you go right to the source?
China.
China?
I don't go, but I have supplies from China. I have supply from Senegal.
Are you concerned that the hair you're buying from China, even from Senegal,
Yeah.
you're not 100% sure what's in it?
Where I was really concerned. Did you?
Now, I remember just a few years ago where there was just such a monopoly that Nadine probably couldn't get in on the business to even buy her $200,000 per month, to more than $2 million worth of hair every year. So I don't know, things maybe have changed. But this is amazing to me. If these women did not put the braids or the hair weaves or the glue and all that stuff on their head, their hair would be so much better than what they're putting on there. Isn't it beautiful when you see all this big natural hair flying around? I don't know. Well, I do know what happened. European standards, I'll just say it. The European standard got into everybody's brain. So, well, I don't know, maybe not, because European standard is not braids. So, I don't know. I guess I'm talking out both sides of my face. The European standard is long hair. So I think that a lot of women are trying to mimic the European standards long hair. But anyway, shout out to the Shade Room. Let's continue the clip.
Did you hear the report about how synthetic braiding hair is poisoning black women?
It was breaking consumer news in February.
This is what I have in my head now, and this is what's been causing me scalp burn.
Consumer Reports, they purchased 10 of the most popular synthetic hair braiding products and sent 2 samples of each to an independent lab. We're talking about brands we all know: Sensationelle, Magic Fingers, Sassy Collection, Shake and Go. The list goes on.
I have to reach out to my suppliers, and they give me documents to confirm that their hair was safe. But then I have to use my own brain, and I said, why this now? Why? Is it somebody behind this trying to bring down black business or what?
So the Shade Room, we took a trip to Yonkers, New York. It's the Consumer Reports headquarters, and the results shocked everyone. All of the synthetic braiding hair that they tested positive for multiple carcinogens, 3 of them testing positive for benzene, which is known to cause acute myeloid leukemia. 9 out of 10 of them also testing positive for lead.
It is a huge problem. It's a tough choice.
Carcinogen. So you can get cancer. Everybody that's watching this video, you can get cancer by getting the synthetic hair braids put in your hair. Please, everybody, like and share this. If not my video, the Shade Room's video, like and share this, because this is so important. Now, I didn't see this whole video. I had no idea about the carcinogens. And I can't wait to see. Well, I guess we already have the results from the lab because he said there was lead and I mean, there's everything that you don't want in this hair. Everything.
Ways to make.
Consumer Reports managing editor Ginger Cole says the report was a part of a months-long in-depth look into synthetic hair. Black women in their focus groups were sounding the alarm.
Someone mentioned braiding hair, and right away that got my attention, and I started doing research on it and found a really interesting report from a student. And she identified possible carcinogens that's used in the makeup of the actual hair, in the actual manufacturing of it. And so I kind of ran with it after that.
Dr. James Rogers, Director of Product Safety Testing and Research at Consumer Reports, he took it over from there and started the testing process.
Are you researching dental implants?
There's a lot of dental offices that'll talk about doing their teeth in a day.
We said, number one, we wanted to test products that were the top 10 sellers in black or brown colored products, right? But we also asked the women themselves, what are some of the products that you use with your hair and your children's hair?
Ooh.
So we took their list, we took the top seller list, we mushed that together, and we came up with the 10 products that are listed in the article.
Check this out. The amount of lead alone detected in these products was astronomically higher than the, quote, maximum allowable dose level. Darling Flexi Rod Curls Crochet, 585% above. Magic Fingers Pre-Stretch Braiding Hair, 603%. Sassy Collection 100% Kanekulon Jumbo Braid Hair, 610% above.
There's no safe level of lead. And so if
None.
we detect lead in food, we want food. Well, should we say this about this product? We think we should consider that there should be no lead in artificial braiding hair.
It says this hair product has been created. Some of the most recent invented fibers. It talks about fibers and tangle-free traits, but it really doesn't tell you exactly what is in it. Do you feel like that's a problem?
That is what we consider a regulatory black hole, because we believe that packaging should list all the ingredients that are in the product.
All of them have some type of chemical at this point.
We saw it up close when we stopped by Atlanta-based Zoette Beauty.
Still wearing it.
Doris McWhorter and Dana Hawkins, they're co-owners and say, as a black-owned business, they often don't have a choice. The vendors, they're in control of everything, down to the products that are even available to sell. And if anything, they say their customers, they come in and if they do have concerns, they'll strip the hair with apple cider vinegar.
That's not going to help.
Come to you and say, hey, I need a certain brand, or this has happened to me in the past, what to do?
Yeah, so we actually have a ton of people that come in that are allergic to Kanekulon hair. So basically they would want a hair that's not made of those fibers. They may be made of a different synthetic fiber. So what they would do, they would basically pre-wash their braiding hair with an apple cider vinegar rinse, and that will solve a lot of people's problems with the chemical in the actual hair that's used to make it.
No.
The actual fibers, but the chemicals.
Apple cider vinegar. Stripping it.
Yes.
Is that a quick fix to get rid of benzene and hair?
We don't know.
No.
There is stripping with apple cider vinegar, 2-to-1 with water diluted. There is stripping with hydrogen peroxide. I've talked to a woman about that. There is stripping by putting it in the washing machine and washing it before you use it. Another woman told me about that. We don't have any data yet that says that works.
Okay, so why would you need data to figure out if anti-mold chemicals, pesticides, industrial dyes, flame retardant, can you actually wash out flame retardant? I think that's like a permanent thing. I know they used to make children's pajamas with flame retardant material, and just because you washed the PJs doesn't mean it was no longer flame retardant. I'm just saying.
Any chemical that's in there has the potential to end up in the woman's body, in the child's body, when they wear these braids, sometimes 4 to 6 weeks, and sometimes longer.
But with that, the findings of this consumer report, it came with scrutiny on social media.
This study is just really not that conclusive.
Tested 2 samples per product, James. You did not perform any statistical
Two was enough.
Young scientists and influencers.
Two was enough.
analyzing Consumer Reports over the sample size. They only tested 10 products. Some also question if the amount of chemicals found in these products is significant enough to sound the alarm.
Again, this was a
Now, don't they sound stupid? You only tested 2 products. 2 isn't, 1 is enough. 1 is enough. If a little bit of lead can get into one child's body, one child out of 2 million children, then that's enough. That's enough for me. I don't know what's wrong with these other people, but basically, we need to stop buying all the crap. Did you see the Chinese man in the beginning of the video when the Shade Room guy asked him, well, what's in your product? What's in your product? His face was saying one thing, but I can tell in his mind he was saying, well, if they're stupid enough to buy it, then I'm going to sell it. I could see that.
pilot study to see if there was a there. And now we found there was a there, and so we could do a much larger study.
Dr. Alicia Franklin, she's looking forward to it. What happened to you?
There have been 2 times in particular I've gotten braids and I've had breakouts on my neck.
She's an analytical chemist herself and has centered her own research around the beauty industry and its impact on our health. She showed me what it was like when she picked up the wrong braiding hair one time.
Cornrow braids that went just straight to the back. So a majority of the exposure to the braids was my neck. And honestly, I hate to say it, I kept the braids in. I needed to get my money's worth.
She says she hasn't gotten them since, though.
If this is what's happening externally and we can see this as manifested on the outside of the skin, what's really happening in the body? Because a lot of times there are some diseases that you just can't see. Is this why Black folks are disproportionately affected by some of these very extreme diseases, particularly Black women? We have some of the highest mortality rates for most of the major cancers in this country.
Specifically breast cancer. Black women with a 40% higher mortality rate than white women in the United States.
If we already are exposed to a thing, do we then want to introduce a product that then exposes us to even more that can cause harm? I want my braids all the way to the ankles, but can my hair not have lead in it?
So TSR Investigates, we went to the source to find out. Moonachie, New Jersey, headquarters of Sensational Hair and its parent company, Hair Zone Incorporated. If you do recall, Sensational products, they did have benzene and high levels of lead listed in this consumer report. But here's where it gets tricky. I didn't want a pre-written statement from them. I wanted to speak to somebody in charge, specifically an executive. So I did a quick search on LinkedIn. That man, it will be the vice president, Louis Choi.
When we arrive, be our guests is the vibe. Yeah, our magic's flowing.
What's that?
Came to play.
Okay. Let's get past it.
Sorry about my shine. It's giving gloss. So is your hair. Thanks, girl.
So we've been here for about 2 hours, and they say on their website they close at 6. So we're going to stake it out for 1 more hour.
Then I noticed in the first parking spot in the employee lot, a Cybertruck.
That is who I think I need to talk to, whoever is in the first parking spot. And it just happens to be a black-on-black Tesla Cybertruck.
Sure enough, as employees were leaving, I spotted somebody hop in that Cybertruck. Hi there, how are you? I'm Justin. It was Louis Choi. I ran over, I introduced myself, told him that I was from the Shade Room, and we were recording, working on an investigative story about Sensational and other brands.
I know that they sent some petitions your way, claiming that you should maybe put some ingredients or labels on your product.
Oh, that's tough.
We're kind of working on it right now. Okay.
Yeah, right.
It was pleasant. He asked for my information, asked if I was local, and that they're, quote, working on this.
What are you guys working on specifically?
I'll update you later. Are you around this week or?
I am.
Yeah, I'll reach out.
But that never happened. 2 weeks later, his PR team wrote me saying that there's, quote, no availability for an interview at this time.
Of course.
They sent a statement instead, quote, at Sensational, we pride ourselves on producing the finest quality hair products on the market. We're constantly evaluating our materials and processes with customer safety in mind. The claims and conclusions presented by the Consumer Reports study are unfounded and misleading.
Now, you know what? It is not Choi's fault. It is not his fault. It's the fault of the women who go to the store, the hair and weave stores, and buy all the crap and get it put in their head. And like the lady about 5 minutes ago said, she put braids in twice. She had all the sores on the back of her neck, and she still kept the braids in. So it's not Choi's fault. It's not. Somebody needs to bring much more awareness to this issue.
Its study used a harsh and unusual testing methodology on hair braiding products that are clearly not intended for ingestion. We strongly disagree with the claims Consumer Reports makes about the potential risks to consumers that could arise from the safe and common use of our products. We unequivocally stand by the safety of Sensational products, and our company urges consumers to continue to confidently use Sensational products. End quote.
Got 5,000 emails to Sensational's executive and still no response.
Attorney Alexandra Gross, Senior Policy Counsel for Consumer Reports.
They stayed silent. So that's why we decided to turn up the pressure and show up to their headquarters in New Jersey to hand deliver this petition. They turned us away.
20,000 petition signatures demanding they remove benzene and other toxic chemicals from their braiding hair. The rest of those hair brands, too, mentioned they failed to respond to requests for comment across the board. Though Magic Fingers, they're the only other company that has sent some kind of response. Here's what they said, quote, Magic Fingers is proud of the trusted and top quality hair products we provide to our customers. Our customers know they can count on us for braids and extensions that meet their highest expectations for fashion and performance. The unusual testing methods employed by Consumer Reports do not fairly match the real-world way that our customers use our braiding hair, end quote.
Why don't you think the FDA has taken the necessary steps to ensure that these products are safe?
To be honest with you, I just think it's the fact that no one has asked them this question before.
That's why Gross and her team, they're working right now on the state and federal level, pushing for policy when it comes to manufacturing black hair products. In New York, it's the Beauty Justice Act that they're backing, which would ban dozens of toxic substances like lead and benzene. But on the federal level,
Congress back in 2022 expanded FDA's authority over cosmetics, but in our opinion, it did not go far enough. So when we reached out to them, they would not assert their authority over braiding hair. That's why we're working now to pass the Safer Beauty Bill package. It's a federal bill that would ban the most toxic chemicals, improve ingredient transparency, and protect people most at risk, like women of color and the salon workers I mentioned before.
Consumer Reports says that they were so blown away by the outcome and response of their study that they're going to be taking it a step further and widening their sample pool. So they'll be testing for human hair in the future.
They say what?
Right now, best practice, if you're noticing any changes in your hair, take it out immediately and throw it away. They also say report it to your healthcare provider or the FDA if you can.
Okay. So that is what's going on. We get these hair weaves and ponytails and all these other things put into our heads, and then we wonder why we get sick. Now that made me think, let me just get rid of this guy. That made me think about the black women who are mostly the ones who use these products for the hair weaves. They have a 40% higher mortality rate, and it could be simply because of the hair weaves. In 2024, it was a $7.61 billion business. 7.61 synthetic hair extensions. For the U.S. hair extension market, the estimate is about $2.4 billion in 2024, with a growth of $4.4 billion by 2032. So by 2032, which is 7 years from now, they're saying it's going to be a $4.49 billion increase in synthetic hair and hair weave products that women are putting in their head. And then he said something that I didn't even think about. The workers. And so, I years ago when I went to get my hair braided, a young lady was braiding my hair and she was pregnant a couple of times. So she's pregnant and she's braiding hair and the lead's getting in her hands, going straight through to the baby. I saw this video and I just had to bring it to your attention. Usually I talk about celebrity news, or I'm looking at police body cams, just ODing on them and showing you the ones that I think were just crazy. But I saw this and I had to bring it to you guys. And also for those of you who donated to my channel, thank you so much. I really appreciate it, because I am a new channel and I am trying to grow. And if you like, please like, share, and subscribe. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. And like I said before, especially share this with all of your friends and family who go to those stores and buy their hair. It is not Choi's fault. The Chinese man, it is not his fault that all of this crap is in the hair. He's a businessman and he's just trying to sell hair. But it's our fault for buying it. It's our fault for buying. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take this wig off right now. I'm not going to do that. But trust me, as soon as the video's over, the wig comes off. I would never get hair put on my head that I had to sleep in, or that I had to swim in, or that it's just crazy. Especially glue. You know the wigs they call lace front wigs, where it's like skin and you put it on your head and then you glue it right here. And then I saw them take little razor blades and do something to it, and you have to sleep in it because your head is glued. Okay, now what's in the glue? So you got the glue that's probably toxic, and you got the hair on that's toxic, and then you wonder why you're getting sick. Okay, so I just wanted to bring this to you guys. And at the end of my video, sometimes I put up my videos, sometimes I put up my paintings that I sell. And sometimes I put up a little bit of music, a little bit of trap music, because I found out that, now I'm just addicted to trap music. One dose of it and I couldn't help it. I just couldn't stop listening to it. So how about a little bit of music instead of pictures? I wonder if I can do both. Okay, everybody. So everybody have a great night, and I will talk to you later. So whichever one I put up, the music, the paintings, please enjoy. Everybody have a nice night.